11 definite signs he doesn't like you. Let's talk about the signs a guy doesn't like you. I always feel a little bad when I make videos like this because I don't want to be the one who crushes someone's hopes and dreams. There is something magical about meeting a guy you like and discovering he likes you back. Conversely, it can be absolutely devastating to know a guy you like doesn't like you. It is also devastating to waste months, or maybe years, of your life, holding on to hope that he does like you and he'll realize it and ask you out any day now. Okay, now let's do it for real. The biggest signs he doesn't like you. 1. He treats you the same as everyone else. When a guy likes you, there is a difference in the way he acts around you. His tone of voice is different, his mannerisms are different, his demeanor is different. The differences can be subtle, but they will still be there. This makes sense when you think about it. When you like someone, you want them to like you back, so you present yourself in the best possible light. You're on your best behavior. 2. He doesn't initiate contact. He may give you a polite and friendly response when you text him, but he doesn't usually text you first or initiate conversations. Forget about how nice or flirty he may be in response to you, this is what trips a lot of women up. Instead, ask yourself how often he actually reaches out to you. If he doesn't, well, he probably doesn't like you. Another thing to pay attention to is if he is always the one trying to leave the conversation. Maybe you go up to him and you guys are having some friendly banter, but then he says he has to go say hi to his friend, or he has to get another drink, or he has to use the bathroom. When a guy likes a girl, he will keep that conversation going all night long. He can say hi to that friend another time, he'll ask you if you want to accompany him to the bar for another drink, he'll stretch his bladder to the limit, he's not leaving that conversation. If he finds excuses to stop talking to you, it's because he's not interested in talking to you because he's not interested in you. 3. He flirts with you. But he flirts with everyone. This is a major point of confusion. So you meet a guy and you feel overcome by the electric chemistry. You can't help but get excited by him and all the possibilities, but then that electricity just evaporates and he's gone. What happened? How could he go from being so into you to gone? The answer is he probably wasn't into you to begin with, he's probably just a very flirty guy in general. Some people just have flirty personalities. They flirt with everyone, it's just their mode of interacting. Like I mentioned earlier, when a guy likes you, he'll be different around you. If he flirts with everyone, then him flirting with you is meaningless. If the way he flirts with you is different, then he might have feelings for you. 4. He isn't interested in learning about you. When a guy is interested in a woman, he shows interest in her. That means he wants to know all about her, he asks tons of questions and really pays attention and takes it all in. If he doesn't seem interested in what you have to say and doesn't show any interest or excitement in finding out who you are, it's a big sign he just doesn't like you in that way. 5. He doesn't remember what you tell him. A big sign a guy doesn't like a girl is he has no recollection of the stories and details she shares with him. When we like someone, our brain is in a highly activated state. We pay attention, we listen closely, and we remember the details. Our brains have so much information to process every single day. There's no way to have easy access to it all, so we pay special attention to the important stuff and edit out the rest. The point is, we remember what matters. If you remember every detail of every interaction with him, and he doesn't even remember what you do for a living even though you had a whole discussion about it the first time you met, then he's telling you where he stands. Or maybe he just has a horrible memory, so just put this in the context of all the other signs on the list. 6. He's not around. When a guy is into you, you'll notice that he's suddenly always around. He will show up where you are, he will end up in the same part of the room as you, he will just always be around. This may sound obscure, but when you pay attention you'll see it everywhere, as long as the guy likes you. And if he can't stage these fortuitous run-ins, he'll find reasons to be close to you, to be around you. He'll offer to do things for you, he'll suggest you hang out, he'll think of something. 7. He doesn't care who else you're hanging out with. You mention going on a date with another guy and he doesn't even flinch. You talk about being on a bunch dating apps and he says, good for you. I'm sure you'll find someone on there, and he genuinely means it. If he's into you, he's going to get at least a little jealous at the slightest mention of another guy you're spending time with. You'll notice his demeanor changes, he looks a little tense, his ears perk up, his voice raises a few octaves, there is a sudden and definite shift. Men are competitive by nature, even if a guy likes a girl only a little he won't want some other guy snagging her. If he genuinely doesn't care and doesn't have a reaction, or his reaction is that you should definitely pursue some other guys, he genuinely doesn't like you. 8. He doesn't make any time for you. Too busy is really you're not important enough to make time for. Maybe he does ask you out. But then he cancels last minute, he can't find the time to squeeze in a date, he tells you that he'll be in touch soon to set something, but you don't hear from him. Now sometimes things do come up, that's not an issue. It becomes an issue when it turns into a pattern, when he always flakes and there's no rain check. It essentially means you're just not a priority to him. We make time for things that are important. Period. 9. He talks to you about other women. If he talks to you about other girls or a relationship with a girl comfortably, he most likely isn't interested in you in a romantic sense. Don't fool yourself into believing he's trying to make you jealous. He's doing it because he genuinely doesn't like you. If he liked you, he wouldn't talk to you about other women and risk ruining his chance. With men, the most obvious explanation is usually the correct one. He might mention another girl being hot, and this isn't such a big deal. A guy can like a girl and mention other girls being attractive. It's more about him talking about liking other girls and wanting to date them. Talking about them on more than a physical level. 10. He doesn't open up to you. He doesn't share his feelings, not his feelings about you and not his feelings about things in general. He doesn't let you in, you are basically on the same level as everyone else in his life. Most women will label this intimacy issues, and sure, it's possible. But often, he just doesn't like you enough to want to go there. When we let someone in, we're investing in them. We are inviting them into our world because we see the potential for them to become a part of it. When a guy sees no such potential, he'll offer up the bare minimum. You'll get the basics, where he's from, where he went to school, how he got into such and such line of work, all the things you can just as easily find out on Facebook and LinkedIn. It's hard to open yourself up and be vulnerable. When we open up to someone, we are investing in them. It's a risk just like any investment. But it's a risk worth taking when it's for someone we have real feelings for. 11. You just know. One of our main mantras here is, when a guy likes you, it's obvious. Obvious as in no secret codes or hidden clues to uncover. If you have a suspicion that he's not feeling it, it's probably because he isn't. If you need to look for proof that he likes you, he most likely doesn't. If a guy wants you, you'll know it. He won't make it a mystery, he won't try to confuse you. He will make it clear and obvious. If you had to answer this question right now without hesitation, is he on the same page of the relationship as you, what would the answer be? Ask yourself that. You don't have to say the answer out loud, just listen to what your gut is telling you. There you have it. The definitive signs he doesn't like you. I hope this video gave you clarity on how he feels about you. Found this information helpful? Please subscribe to our channel for more such videos. And don't forget to share and like this video. If you have any question, please comment in the description below. Thank you for watching this video.